now been replaced to EA, so Electronic Arts. This is their new app to install EA games. So you'll just want to install this. Click that button right there. Click the install application, and then it'll install. Mine's already installed, as you can see. Once you've installed, you're going to want to launch the app. We will be using these instructions. Go to cnet.org for the instructions if you need a detailed installation guide. We're going to install the Renegade. You can purchase it via EA Origin from this link here. You can get the whole collection, get all the games, or you could just install Renegade by itself if you wish. It's only like $9, I believe. Then, once we do that, we're going to install it through the EA launcher. It's barely 1.5 gigabytes. And it'll install everything that you need. Boom. Now we have Command & Conquer Renegade installed. And before we launch the game, you can go ahead and launch the game if you want. But before we launch it, the next step, Step 2, we're going to install the latest patches. This is going to allow us to play online. So you're just going to click here, it's going to take us to tiberiumtechnologies.org, and you're going to go to the download section, and then you're going to download the Tiberium Technologies Client Installer 4.8. You're going to open the file and run it. Now you're going to want to browse to where the game file is. So you're going to go to local disk C, program files, EA games, and then Renegade. Wherever the game file is. If you did not use EA to install Command & Conquer Renegade, and you don't know where your Command & Conquer Renegade file is, just go wherever and the desktop shortcut will tell you exactly where it is. Click Next, English, Next. You can create a desktop if you want, install. And now it is installing all of the Command & Conquer Renegade maps. Once it's completed, you're going to click Next, and it'll close out, and you're done with Step 2 for installing the latest patch. Now, we come to Step 3. This is where you can use third-party apps to play online, to access the servers, which you can find at multiplayerforums.com. It's going to be this one right here. You don't need either of these, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'll install it. This is the W3D Hub launcher. This allows you to play Command & Conquer Renegade, Imperium Apex, And they have self-installers here that'll install these versions of Renegade. But we want to play Command & Conquer Renegade. This is it right here. And you can just click import. And it wants to know exactly where the game is. So you just go to where it is in program files, EA games, and then Renegade, or wherever your game file is. And then hit game and import application. And as you can see, I just clicked the server tab, and here's all the list of online servers where you could play online. And that is the last step. That's all you need to do from there. We already installed the game. Now we're going to fix the graphics issues. You're going to click Game Settings and the W3D Hub Launcher. Make sure you're at max resolution of your monitor. You can make sure you're using full screen and make sure everything's maxed out. Make sure all the shaders and everything is maxed out. And hit Save Settings. Go into the Install folder, scroll down until you see www config. Open this and pull this slider all the way up to max resolution. So for the first time, if we hit game right here, your game may look something like this where it's in low resolution. So we're gonna quit out of that. Scroll down here until you see www config. Click on that. You might have to click on it twice in order for it to adjust to find your monitor resolution. Pull this slider all the way up to your max resolution. Your max resolution, just pull it all the way up. Pull the shader detail up. Go to Performance tab, pull everything to max resolution. We're not in the 90s. We can use max resolution. Most computers can handle it nowadays. So max everything out. And then hit OK. And then open the game again. And now it's in max resolution. If we click here in multiplayer practice, you can see
unit ready.
That your textures might be looking a bit saturated or not as high quality. Just make sure that those options in expert mode, just make sure all of this is maxed out in the game file. Texture all the way maxed out. Max everything out. And it should look just like this. Now, I'm going to show you how to play online. So we're going to hit single player using the W3D Hub launcher. We're going to hit multiplayer internet. You're going to hit multiplay internet. You're going to hit either GameSpy or Westwood. All these work, but GameSpy has more servers than Westwood. So you're going to hit this one. And it should fill up with servers. This is in 2023. It's working. If you have any issues and you're not able to see any servers in your GameSpy or through the game, reach out to rincorner.com or multiplayerforums.com. If you're still having issues and you can't join through the game, you can always just use the launcher and hit join server here. You'll have to set your name here and you should be able to log in there. You can also create an account through the W3D Hub launcher. I recommend doing that as well. Or you can go to rincorner.com, not sponsored, I should be, but you can go here, you get and ask anybody in here. They know what they're talking about. They will be able to help you quickly as possible. Trust me. But if you install the latest scripts, you shouldn't run into any issues, and you should be able to see the servers in GameSpy and in Westwood. You'll have to log in. It'll ask you to make an account, and you'll have to go online and make your account. So, for example, I'm gonna hit new account here. If you didn't have an account and you hit new account, it's gonna want you to go to here to make you an account. And you want to make yourself an account so that way you can claim your name, because you don't want other players using your name when you're playing online. But if you don't care, feel free to play online. But if you want to secure and lock in your name, you're allowed to use. So just make sure it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 characters long. 8 characters, simple password. Don't make it too complicated. Don't use any weird characters. Just a good enough password, and you'll be good to go. And then you can log in with that username and password, and you'll have access to the servers for Westwood. And we can go ahead and pop in here. I'm going to use GameSpy so I can use any name. And you should be able to log in here and play online.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
And as you can see, there are players playing this game in 2023. Join us, play this game. It is the best. It's the best game. It's one of the best FPS games of its time. Join us and battle.
Attack the refinery.
GDI Advanced Guard Tower under attack.
Repairing.
Move out. I need repairs. Move out. Attack the refinery.
Repairing.
Have a good one, and I hope this helped.
This is a glorious day for
Repairing.